than for my father to break his word. Wherefore when man's soul had sinned indeed by hearkening to thy lie, I put in and became a surety to my father, body for body, and soul for soul, that I would make amends for man's soul's transgressions, and my father did accept thereof. So when the time appointed was come, I gave body for body, soul for soul, life for life, blood for blood, and so redeemed my beloved man's soul. 4. Nor did I do this by halves. My father's law and justice, that were both concerned in the threatening upon transgression, are both now satisfied, and very well content that man's soul should be delivered. 5. Nor am I come out this day against thee, but by commandment of my father. It was he that said unto me, Go down and deliver man's soul. Wherefore be it known unto thee, O thou fountain of deceit, and be it also known to the foolish town of man's soul, that I am not come against thee this day without my father. And now, said the golden-headed prince, I have a word to the town of man's soul. But so soon as mention was made that he had a word to speak to the besotted town of man's soul, the gates were double guarded, and all men commanded not to give him audience. So he proceeded and said, O unhappy town of man's soul, I cannot but be touched with pity and compassion for thee. Thou hast accepted of Diabolus for thy king, and art become a nurse and minister of Diabolonians against thy sovereign lord. Thy gates thou hast opened to him, but hast shut them fast against me. Thou hast given him a hearing, but hast stopped thine eyes at my cry. He brought to thee thy destruction, and thou didst receive both him and it. I am come to thee bringing salvation, but thou regardest me not. Besides, thou hast, as with sacrilegious hands, taken thyself with all that was mine in thee, and hast given all to my foe, and to the greatest enemy my father has. You have bowed and subjected yourselves to him. You have vowed and sworn yourselves to be his. Poor man's soul, what shall I do unto thee? Shall I save thee? Shall I destroy thee? What shall I do unto thee? Shall I fall upon thee and grind thee to powder, or make thee a monument of the richest grace? What shall I do unto thee? Hearken therefore, thou town of man's soul, hearken to my word, and thou shalt live. I am merciful, man's soul, and thou shalt find me so. Shut me not out of thy gates. O man's soul, neither is my commission nor inclination at all to do thee hurt. Why fliest thou so fast from thy friend, and stickest so close to thine enemy? Indeed, I would have thee, because it becomes thee to be sorry for thy sin, but do not despair of life. This great force is not to hurt thee, but to deliver thee from thy bondage, and to reduce thee to thy obedience. My commission indeed is to make a war upon Diabolus thy king, and upon all Diabolonians with him. For he is the strong man armed that keeps the house, and I will have him out. His spoils I must divide, his armour I must take from him, his hold I must cast him out of, and must make it a habitation for myself. And this, O man's soul, shall Diabolus know when he shall be made to follow me in chains, and when man's soul shall rejoice to see it so. I could, would I now put forth my might, cause that forthwith he should leave you and depart. But I have it in my heart so to deal with him, as that the justice of the war that I shall make upon him may be seen and acknowledged by all. He hath taken man's soul by fraud, and keeps it by violence and deceit. And I will make him bare and naked in the eyes of all observers. All my words are true. I am mighty to save, and will deliver my man's soul out of his hand. This speech was intended chiefly for man's soul, but man's soul was not have the hearing of it. They shut up Eargate, they barricaded it up, they kept it locked and bolted, they set a guard thereat, and commanded that no Mansolian should go out to him, nor that any from the camp should be admitted into the town. All this they did, so horribly had Diabolus enchanted them to do, and seek to do for him, against their rightful lord and prince. Wherefore no man, nor voice, nor sound of man that belonged to the glorious host was to come into the town. End of chapter 4.